I was very slow to get going today. I am well and truly in holiday mode, so I'm a little bit late down to them, but they've plenty of silage still in front of them, thankfully. So I'm going to start doing a couple of bits today. I want to make a bit of space in here. I'm going to scrape the yard. It just gets a bit messy from bringing in the bales and stuff, so I just like to have that kind of clean. In fairness, my dad usually does it. Don't ask me how he does it, but I come down here every now and then and it's scraped, so that's how he gets his exercise in. So I'll do that. I'm going to go up and see if I need to cut down a tree that's after falling down just up here. Going to collect the electric fence it's a battery operated one, so I'm going to go down and collect that from when we brought in the two. I should have done that last week, but you know, it's just one of these things that you put off and you put off. So I'll get that. I'll come back and I'll feed them all then. There's no point in throwing more on top of what they have there. And then we'll see if my dad has any other job for me for the day. But yeah, that'll be it. There's three things on this farm that I couldn't do without, and well, three main things. First, obviously, is the tractor. Be lost without the 135, everyone knows that. Second of all is my pike, or my fork. I suppose it's a fork, not a pike, but I call it a pike. I was talking to someone recently who told me that they get a new pike every year. I was shook, honestly. I almost fell off my chair. A new pike every year. I'd say that pike is a good 8 or 10 years old at least. And I love it. And I love it because it's really light and easy to use. And it's only light because it's probably 10 years old. So it's worn, you know, the handle is worn and the forks themselves are worn. But for me, it's perfect, you know. I bought a new one there, I'd say when I started maybe, so maybe 3 years ago or that way, and it's just so heavy I can't use it. And my dad keeps telling me, Karen, will you just start using the other fork? But I can't, it's too heavy, it's a pain. So I need somebody else to use it for me first to wear it down, or else if that does eventually go, which, look, I mean, the forks are getting small now, even from me sharpening it up. But if it does go, I might try and like sand down the handle or something to make it a bit lighter. And then I don't know what I'll do with the forks, but maybe I'll try and file them down a little bit. I know I'm basically, you know, ruining a new fork, but yeah, I kind of want my other one to last forever because it is the absolute job. And then the third thing is this scraper. Now, I thought everyone had a scraper. It looks a little dirty, but I'm doing a pretty good job keeping it clean, I must say. This is a relatively new one. I broke my other one when I was cleaning out the crush there last year. But I thought everyone had a scraper, but so many people have asked me, what's this thing you're using to clean out? I'd be lost without it. I use it all the time, especially around calving time and stuff when they're in the pen. I'm always using it, but I use it to clean the slats. I use it to clean out the back where the calf is. I clean out the calving pen. If there's some stubborn silage there that I can't get off with the brush, I'll use it there, and I'll use it outside to clean the pathway in as well. It's the absolute job, and it doesn't take that long. Everyone tells me you need to get a yard scraper and stuff like that. No, again, no, I'm not kidding. Machinery, it's a small job, but yeah, I love it. Those are my three main things. So I'm going to use my scraper now to clean out the yard outside a bit. So I'm just in the field now where we had the 3 animals before we brought them in. Very surprised it doesn't feel that wet underfoot, which is very unusual considering the amount of rain we've had. But there, look, you can see they've it all marked anyway. They were 2 big cows in here, so look, it's no harm. They're in. It'll give the place a chance to get back a bit before we need to put them in here again. But yeah, it's a big old field. To be honest, it'd be better if we could fence it off a bit, you know, so that you can hold them in certain places and to feed it down better. But a stream runs the whole way through it, so it just makes it very difficult to do that. So they kind of get free run of the place when they come in here. There's no strip grazing or anything like that down here, but they love it because there's just, you can see there's lots of trees and bushes and things for them to scratch up against and hide in between and whatnot. So yeah, they love coming into this field. It used to be an absolute pain trying to get them out of here for AI, but they were all very well behaved last year for whatever reason, so it wasn't too bad. But they get weeks down here in the middle of the summer. I throw a small bit of fertiliser down here just in the green patches, which there isn't too many of them, but yeah, it's a lot of rush, it's a lot of wet, but look, it does the job. And this is the field that my dad plans to fence now this year. I hope that was the plan anyway, so I assume it'll still go ahead. I don't know when the last time the fencing was properly done. I've done a good few patch jobs now trying to keep them in, but it just needs, the whole place needs to be done now, so that's next on the agenda. So hopefully we'll get that done before they come in here this year. It'll need to dry up a little bit first before the lads come in to drive the posts and all that. So, but yeah, I'm just coming down here now to collect the electric fence. So yeah, there's no power down here, so it's all barbed wire, but they're after finding this little den for themselves down here. I didn't even know it existed until last year when I was looking for a calf and couldn't find it. And I was around the whole field, and there's a lot of places to hide in here because you've got a big hill and a drop off, and then you've all the bushes, as I said, and the trees. So I was around for ages looking for the calf, and eventually I saw the cow go over to where I'm going now, and I was like, what's she doing there? And sure, the calf was right down under all the trees. It's lovely down there, actually. I don't blame them for going down there. It's really nice, but it's not fenced from the neighbour's garden, so we can't have them going down there because that's not fair on the neighbours. So yeah, I just put up the wire. Can you see it there? Maybe not. Just all around there, threw on the battery fence onto it, and it did the job. It kept them out. So that's it. I'll collect that. I'll get Dad to collect me at the road then with the gator, because I'm not carrying that the whole way back up to the farm. So yeah, one job done. I'm just after remembering I cut it off the reel because the reel kept falling down in the wind. So now I need to find something to wrap it around. I couldn't find anything to wrap it around because, unfortunately, a terrible trait of mine is that I am incredibly impatient, so I couldn't find anything wide enough. I'd be here for half the day trying to wrap it around something narrow. So I just did a figure of 8 instead, and hopefully that'll hold. I'm only showing you because I'm really proud of it. It's so neat and tidy. So this is my dad's latest toy. It's just a bit awkward for him to use it in the chair. So although he knows everything about it and how exactly to use it, he doesn't use it. So he's just showing me here how to set it up and how to get it running, so that we can take down that tree that's in the field causing a few issues. So yeah, as you can see, I always need a reminder on how to use it. The last job of the day then is just to feed everyone. I didn't want to do it too early because they all had a lot of silage left in front of them. These guys, I don't know, were they being a bit fussy or what? But I suppose I did throw a lot in front of them yesterday. So I always take from one lot and move it down along, and look, eventually the cows hoover up the majority of it. So here I'm just giving the weanlings, they're high energy, so they get 1 kg each per day. Now, of course, the bigger ones will bully the smaller ones out and they'll get more, and the smaller ones will get less, but the aim is for everyone. The one out the back then is still getting her 2 kg. She's getting used to eating it now. So yeah, she's on the 2 kg a day now. So that's me done for the day now. I thought it was getting very dark and the mountains have completely disappeared and it's just starting to sleet here now, so I timed that very well. So time for a cup of tea and a few biscuits now and sit down in front of the TV. Good timing to get all those jobs done before this now. So thanks again for watching. I've had a couple of people ask about our breeding, so I'll do a video on that hopefully by the end of the week. But if there's anything else, just let me know, and as I keep saying, if you like it, please give me a like and a subscribe. I'd be delighted. Thank you.